Today's Mariners game started a few minutes late from the scheduled 9:40 p.m. Opening pitch, because, well, Ichiro was having his number retired. And oftentimes people say the Mariners do not do well when they have jersey retirement ceremonies. When we blew a George Kirby um, shutout on King Felix night, that was a thing that happened. But Brendan Lowe homered in the first inning, his second straight day doing that. And I was like, okay, we got Logan Evans. Things can happen. They got a guy with like a 2 point something ERA on the mound, so maybe, but it's only his seventh appearance this season, so let's see what happens. Then at the bottom of the first, with Randy on, Julio scored a home run, his 22nd of the season. Okay, it's a 2-run homer, 2-1. In the second, both teams go basically 1-2-3. And then in the bottom of the third, Cal goes 44th home run, his 36th while playing catcher on the season, which scored Randy and Cole Young. Julio then immediately comes back up and hits, I think it was a first pitch home run, solo home run, Seattle 6, Tampa Bay 1. And then in the top of the sixth, Junior Caminero homers after we put in Caleb Ferguson. The broadcast said that it was because of the reverse splits that Junior Caminero has, and the fact that Junior Caminero is grounded into the most double plays against left-handers this year. Fortunately, it didn't work. Made it 6-4 Seattle. Bottom of the sixth, the wild pitch by Mason Engelhart scores Cole Young and moves Randy to second. Now, the reason that wild pitch happened, actually, was because earlier in the inning, in the first at-bat of the inning, first plate appearance of the inning, J.P. Crawford had a 17-pitch at-bat that led to their pitcher getting a little tired. And he threw a bit of a wild pitch there, which, of course, allowed Cole Young to score. And with allowing Cole Young to score, it made it 7-4. Still a save situation for Bizardo, Spire, and Munoz. Bizardo went 1 1/3, striking out 2. Spire came in, did 2/3, got both outs real quick. Mooney came in, gave up a run and a walk, but struck out 2, didn't give up a run, lowered his season ERA to 1.37. Logan Evans went 5 1/3, 3 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. Walked 3, struck out 4. Now, the Mariners issued 4 walks. It's the 3 from Logan Evans, rookie, and the 1 from Andres Munoz. The Mariners struck out the Rays 9 times while giving up 5 hits. So that's 9 total base runners, essentially, for them. The Mariners had 7 hits and 8 walks. And they scored 7 runs. All of them were earned runs. And struck out 10 times while scoring 3 home runs. Now, you think 7 walks? Everybody walked. No. Cole Young went 0 for 0 with 2 runs and 4 walks today. He scored 2 runs on 4 walks. JP had a walk. Gino had a walk. Cal and Randy had a walk. Our strikeouts came from Randy. Cal had 2. Julio had 1. Gino had 1. Polanco had 2 on an 0 for 4 day. Canzone had 1. And JP had 2. The Rays center fielder Peters was making his major league debut yesterday. He still has a 0-0 stat line as he has not gotten a base hit, and their second baseman has a .077 line on the season. So the Mariners, I think, are in a good position to be able to win this or sweep the series. The Mariners have not had more than 5 consecutive wins at all this season, as we now sit 1/2 of a game, so 0.5 games back of the Astros. And the Astros, unfortunately, do have the tiebreaker on us right now. However, we sit at 65-53, and they sit at 65-52. So we are a half game back with a game in, and they have a game in hand, and the tiebreaker. We are 2.5 games up on the wild card, and if we look at the wild card standings, it's Boston is 65-53 with the tiebreaker over us, and that's why we do not have that first wild card spot. But if we were to win another game and Boston were to lose one game, that would put us potentially into the top of the wild card and potentially even the division lead. We had the division lead in September back in 2023, and that allowed us to get to the last day of the season with a chance to get into the playoffs. We also had a similar chance last season. And what I'm seeing right now is now Gino has been terrible with us, but what I'm seeing right now is the Mariners are having contributions from 1 through 9, contributions from the starters. Logan Evans came into the season as our number 7 guy, and he's got 6 wins this season, and the Mariners do pretty well at his starts and give him good run support. Julio is heating up. He's got his 23rd home run. Cal Raleigh had his 36th home run today while in the lineup as a catcher, which breaks the American League record. He also, just as a primary catcher, he now stands second all time with, or no, third all time, just one behind Johnny Bench. So we are seeing a very historic season from Cal. Cal actually in the inning after the home run, gunned down a runner at second base. Can't remember who it was, but he gunned down a runner at second base that I did not expect that to happen. Naylor is now 11 for 11 with stolen bases in a Mariners uniform. He went from second to third on a steal, which was just awesome. There was one out, so I didn't care that he took it like that. JP had a steal today. JP Crawford stole second base. Every time we are able to have things like JP Crawford stealing, you know that the Mariners are in a good position. 66th win of the season, so overall, I would say that the Mariners are in a good position. Everybody played really well. Contributions all up and down the lineup. Yes, we had a solo home run. You're able to manufacture a run after JP's long plate appearance, followed by Cole Young walking, getting pushed over to second, moving over to third, and then getting to score on the wild pitch. But we also had runners on it, a runner on in front of Julio, and 2 runners on in front of Cal. And had we not had those, if they'd all been solo shots, this game would continue to be going on as I'm filming this, and we'd be in extra innings again. Mariners used most of their bullpen yesterday, so the fact that they were able to get through a game without having to go to extra innings, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, getting out of a game without going to extra innings is a big win for the Mariners, but also a win is a win. Overall, we're in a really good spot. We start an East Coast road trip that has a weird travel because we go and play the Williamsport for the Little League Classic next week. It's 3 against the Orioles and 3 against the Mets, including us being on Sunday Night Baseball. We have Monday off, so I am genuinely excited to see where these Mariners can go.
Don't forget to take some time to follow me on my other platforms. You can follow me at the YouTubes, otherwise linked in my bio, or The Trapezoid Talks is the main YouTube channel. You can book me on Cameo at Sammy5436. Patreon and other paid services platforms are also Sammy5436. You can check me out on Instagram at Sammy54362 and Samantha P54361. And I'm on Twitter and Blue Sky, though I'm not very active there. But thank you for joining me for another video. Plenty more coming up in a moment on the Trapezoid Network.